Hi there, my name is Stephen Gall. I was born on July 11, 1971 in Burlington, Ontario. I currently reside in Hamilton, Ontario, and I'm 37 years old. I would be honored to take part in the Terry Fox 2009 Marathon of Hope. I think I would be an excellent candidate for several reasons. First off, I am a cancer survivor. One might say I am a prodigy of Terry Fox's work. Without him, I may not be here. You see, in 1994, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer, and after some emergency surgery and some brutal sessions of chemotherapy, I stand before you today alive. After my life took kind of a turn for the worse, one might say, I became very angry with the world. I was very upset, and I didn't know how to handle these situations. I blamed the world for giving me cancer. I thought it was its fault that I almost died, and felt my life was ruined, and wasn't able to sleep, couldn't handle my emotions, and the only place I found comfort was in the bottom of a whiskey bottle. So there I stayed for a number of years, almost 9 to be exact. On April 26, 2003, I was arrested at a ride program for DUI, and spent a few hours in a jail cell, alone with my thoughts. And I had what people may call a moment of clarity. And I realized what I had done. I had really messed up. I thought to myself, this wasn't the way my life was supposed to turn out. I let a lot of people down. There are a lot of people, like Terry Fox, who worked really hard to give me a second chance at life. Not just me, but everybody in general who has cancer. We all have a chance at beating cancer because of the hard work that people do. And as I was sitting there in the jail cell, I was thinking, this is how I repay them. So I figured out what I was going to do. I decided right then I was going to make a difference. I don't know what I was going to do, but I knew life had to change. The next day, I got up, and I ran for 12 minutes. I puked, fell in the gutter, kind of bawled my eyes out for about an hour, and then I crawled home. The next day, I got up and ran for 13 minutes. I've run ever since. In 4 months, I lost almost 50 pounds and ran my first half marathon. Since then, I've run everything from 5Ks to 50Ks, done triathlons, run in some Terry Fox runs. It's a great feeling, let me tell you, to be able to do what I do now. I finally feel like I belong. I actually decided to run across Canada a couple of years ago. You see, 2 Christmases ago, my sister was diagnosed with perinatal cancer. Now, her surgery was very obtrusive, much more obtrusive than my testicular cancer. And then she had to go on some radiation. And it was really hard watching her go through it. After being on both sides of the bed, I think I can say it's harder to watch a loved one go through that than be on the bed yourself. I would have done anything to change places with her, lay on the bed, take up the fight for her, but that was not going to happen. So one day on a run, once again crying, I decided that I could make a difference. Terry made a difference. He was just one person. What if I ran across Canada? What if I tried to motivate people to become healthy and fit and active? Maybe we could alleviate some of the pressure on our healthcare system and give more resources and money towards people trying to, find cures for cancer. So I've been working on this for a couple of years, and then a friend of mine comes to me and tells me about this wonderful opportunity. And I think to myself, wow, this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to give back to the world and to show people what Terry Fox is really all about. Because Terry Fox, certain things come to mind when I think of Terry Fox. Discipline, courage, selflessness. He sacrificed himself so the rest of us could have a chance of beating cancer. He proved that one person can make a difference. He also taught me that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. For without Terry Fox, I would not be here. I would love to take part in this event and go across Canada and help spread the word and get people up and show everybody that we can all make a difference. Thank you very much.